Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn with Nikhil. Today we have taken an orthographic sum where we have given a three-dimensional figure and we have to find out its front view, top view and the side view. So front view is in the direction of X, side view is always in the direction of axis Y. So this is front view. Total distance for the front view is 90 millimeter as it is directly given. Total width of the side view given is 70 millimeter. So now as we know the dimensions for the front view and the side view, we can draw the axis. Space is required for front view and this much space is required for the side view. Now as the arrow Y is on the left hand side, its view will be on this side, right side. Front view will be on this side and top view will be here. Now drawing the axis, XY axis and X dash Y dash axis. Now drawing the base lines where we will draw the views, that will be 5 millimeter apart. These are just the reference lines on which the views will be. You can take any distance as you want or you can directly draw on the axis, but some space above the axis, the views looks proper. Now as the side view will be on this side, here I will mention side view. Direction X, here will be the front view and below the front view will be top view. Now I'll just highlight the part which will be visible from the front view. So this rectangular block, then this slant part will look like a rectangle from the front view. It will look slant from the side view. This rectangular box with the semicircle in between. Semicircle is a gap, so it will be a hole, half hole. Starting with the front view, total width is 90. So we'll mark a dark line of 90 millimeter. This distance is 90. Now above 90 there is a straight line of 10 millimeter from both the ends. So we'll mark 1 centimeter or 10 millimeter. Join the lines and complete the rectangle with width 90 and height 10. Now next, this slant line distance or height is not given directly, so we'll draw it later. This height, the total height of the figure given is 55 millimeter. It is from the bottom and it will look like a rectangular block, whole rectangular block from the front view. So on both the sides we will draw straight line of 55 millimeter. So the height drawn is 55 millimeter. From the top, this height given is 30 millimeter and it is a straight dark line. So from top we will mark point 30 millimeter below from both the sides, and then we'll draw a straight line. So after drawing this, we automatically got the slant height. Okay? So that's not the slant distance, but that is the height, because the slant from the front view looks like a rectangle. Now this middle rectangular shape, this part is also visible from the front view. This middle rectangular shape is at a distance of 20 millimeters from both the sides. So from both sides, I'll mark point at 20 millimeter. So this is this distance, and from the other side 20 millimeter as well. Now the inner height given is 10 millimeter. So this height is 10 millimeter, and from this also 10 millimeter below I'll mark a point, and we'll join, and it will look like a rectangular shape which is visible from the front view. So this rectangular part is done. Now from this point, that is the center point, we have a semicircle with radius as 25 millimeter. So we'll mark a center point, that is half of 90 millimeter, that is the total width of the front view. So at 45 millimeter we will mark a point that will be the center. And as the radius of this semicircle is 25 millimeter, on compass we'll take radius as 25 and we'll draw a semicircle. Now these two lines we will draw straight dark line. Now almost we have completed with the front view. The hidden views are remaining. This part and this part will be visible from the top view. So after drawing them in the top view, we will take its projection to the front view as they are hidden in the front view. Now taking all the projections from the front view to the top view. The semicircular end and this line coincides as the total thickness is 90 and minus 20, that is remaining is 50, and the diameter of the semicircle is 50. So that's the reason it coincides. Now for drawing the top view, I'll highlight the part which is visible from the top view. This part, the semicircular part, it will look like a rectangle from the top view. This part, this rectangular block, this slant line, it will look like a rectangular block from the top view. The slant line will look slant only from the side view. Now for drawing the top view, the height is 70 and the thickness 90 is already been taken from the front view. So we'll mark the height of 70 millimeter and then join it. As from the top view, this whole block will look like a rectangular box with width as 90 and height as 70. So from the top, it will look like a rectangular box. Now this distance given is 10 and 25. So from this point, we will mark at a distance 10 millimeter and then after that 25 millimeter. So drawing light lines through those points, 10 millimeter and then 25 millimeter. Now drawing this block, this thickness from the center, it is given 35 on both the sides, as the total thickness is 70. From the center it is 35 millimeter on both sides. So from center, this line I'll mark, this is 35 and this is 35. So total will be 70. This distance is 70. Now this height is 25. We have already marked. So from this point we will draw a straight dark line. This height is 25 millimeter and also on the other side straight dark line. This is this line. Now after drawing this rectangular box, this curved part, till where it is extended, we don't know. It is not given. To find that out, we will take the projection from the front view. So this distance given is 15 millimeter. So we will mark this on the front view, as this part is hidden. So we'll take the projection from the top view to the front view. This line is visible from the top side, this part. So as it is hidden in the front view, we have taken projection from the top side to the front side, and this part will be hidden. So we will draw dotted lines, and as the height is 15 millimeter, we have drawn this point. Now from this 15 millimeter point, a line intersecting to the semicircle. Now from this we will able to get till where it is extended, and the same thing is on the opposite side. We'll take the projection from the top view to the front view. Where it has intersected to the semicircle, this is the point where it is extended. So we got the points, we got the lines, and we can take this projection from the front view to the top view, and we can complete the rectangular box of the top view. So from here we have taken the projection to the top view, and this is the dark line which is visible from the top side. Same on this side. So this is nothing but the block which is visible from the top view. Now completing this with a rectangle, so joining this line, this one and the bottom side, which completes the two rectangles which are visible from the top side and which were hidden in the front view. Now this thickness total given is 45 millimeter. So we will mark the straight line of 45 millimeter. Taking the reference line parallel to this line at 45 millimeter apart, we will draw a straight dark line. This line will be a straight dark line. Now these two joinings will also be dark as it will be visible from the top side. So we will draw the dark line connecting. Now for drawing this rectangular part, this distance given is 20 millimeter. This is 45 and this is 20. So after 45 millimeter, as we have earlier marked, from that line we will mark a point 20 millimeter. So this is 20. I have marked the point. This is this line, and from the other side as well, and we'll join this both points. This distance is 20 from both the sides. So we have already taken the projection of that part from the above, from the front view. So we'll extend this points till that projection line. Now this slant line extension can't be judged from the top view. We have to take the projection from the side view to the top view to get the slant line. So we'll do that later. Now this distance is 10 millimeter. So we'll mark a line of 10 millimeter. From this side as well, and join it. Now moving towards the side view, you know the procedure, drawing the 45-degree angle line, then taking all the projections from the top view to the 45-degree angle line, and from that angle line to the side view, and taking all the projections from the front view to the side view. Begin with the side view in the direction of Y. This part will be visible from the side view with height of 65, which is projected from the front view. So we'll draw a straight dark line. This height is 65 millimeter and the width of 70 millimeter. It is being projected from the top side. So from this side it is projected. So we'll draw a straight dark line and we'll get this L shape which is visible from the side view. Now this height of 10 millimeter projection from the front view, so we'll extend it upward. This is 10 millimeter. Now the slant line, we'll draw it later. Now this line is 45 millimeter. It has been projected from the top view. So we can see this. This distance is 45 millimeter. So this is that point. We'll draw a straight dark line. This line is of 45 millimeter, which has been projected from the top view. Now this height is 30 millimeter. Again we will see the projection from the front side. This is that line. So it will extend till that line. This height is 30. This distance is 20 millimeter. Its projection is there at the top view. So this is the point, projection point, and this distance dark line is 20 millimeter. Now as we have done, this slant line will automatically be generated if we join these 2 points. So after joining these 2 points, we will get the slant line which we were seeing from the first. After drawing the slant line, we can get the other hidden parts. Now this line we will get from the slant line. Now taking this line projection, this height is 10. So this line projection to the side view, that is this point, and from this we will take the projection from the side view to the top view. So taking the projection from the side view to the 45-degree angle line, and from the 45-degree angle line we'll take this projection to the top view. So with this we got the line extension on the slant side. This distance we got when we took the projection from the side view to the top view. So joining this will complete our rectangular box which is visible from the top view. So this is this rectangular part. Projection taken from the side view to the top view. Now we have to draw the hidden views. Now from the front side, this part is hidden. It is visible from the top view, but it is hidden in the front view and hidden at the side view as well. So this line is this. So we will draw dotted lines. As hidden lines are drawn dotted, same on the other side. Here also it is hidden, so we will draw dotted lines. Now that same rectangular block is hidden from the side view. These two blocks are overlapping, but they are hidden at the side view and it is present here. This is the projection from the top side and from the front side. So taking its dimension and marking them as dotted lines or hidden lines. Now this semicircular part, this is also hidden from the side view. So there will be a straight line, straight dotted line. This semicircular will look like a half rectangular box from the side view. So it will be a straight dotted line. So this is the semicircular part which is hidden at the side view. Now this block is also hidden at the side view. This rectangular block is hidden at the side view with this L shape. Projection from the front view. This is that block. The height will be taken from the front view and the width from the top view. So hidden line is drawn. Now our figure is done. Now we have to do the dimensions. Our whole figure is now completed. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next lecture. Have a great day.